Hay State Park. We're 2 weeks early for the Halloween party, but we just booked it out and we're gonna camp here for like 15 days. Their Halloween party is amazing. It sells out really early every year, so we try to book it out in advance, and then we live pretty close to this park, so we come here with family and friends and hang out, go to work from here. Fortunately, we're not retired yet. Coming up, we just came through the gate and we're coming up on the fill station. It's a pretty nice fill station, pretty big. And we're in luck, no one's in it. Got Millie with me. Paul is behind me in the car, since we're both going to work from here. I don't know, I think we're like 6 or 7 of us sighted up together. We have meals together. We'll try to do some videos. There's a squirrel. You know, he's going nuts. Three lanes. Guess we'll take the middle. So we're going to take you around the 1 through 96 loop, and then my plan is to do it with all the Halloween decorations up. Today's Thursday, so Friday will be very well decorated, and then Saturday will be all the events for the Halloween festival. Campground host, they have this is where they have the donut eating, the costume parties and everything. Most of these sites are pretty nice and level because they're blacktop through here. Actually, there's a few full hookups right through here. Just check your map when you hook up, when you book, because they have, like on the left here, there's water. I'm not sure if there's even septic.
There's some water sites up here, but I don't think sewer.
I'm not seeing any sewer, but there are water. And it doesn't do you a whole lot of good with water and no sewer. So we're gonna go around the loop. If you could call out site numbers once in a while, Ben, where we're at. On the right, we're looking at 12. Nice, pretty much any nice level site on 12. Real close to the bathrooms. And the bathrooms at this park are fairly new, not super new, but they're in good shape. Nothing to be ashamed of. We've got 14 on the right.
This is the original loop. Some of the sites are a little smaller and tighter.
Yep, it's the older part of the park. I don't think this park has any pull-through sites, does it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of those parks have done. There's a little playground, little swing set behind 18. So if you have kids, you could be close to a little play area there behind there. And you're not far from the bathrooms. It's in the shade if you were to come here in the summer. It's behind, what other sites are right here? 20. So 18, 20, you have some swing sets and a little bit of area for the kids to play and horse around. But this, around this loop, is popular with people like the shade and a little more privacy for a state park wise. But these are all 25s, a nice level site looking into the woods there. Don't know how the mosquitoes might be in the summer, but these, I don't know if you can really tell, but these sites are pretty level, which is, I give them credit for, because a lot of state parks don't pay attention to that a whole lot. Kind of a pain in the butt. You see some people starting to put the Halloween stuff up. This is 30 on the left. 31 would be on the right, the red car.
Got all odd numbers on the right now.
Oh, Mom's gonna be disappointed to decide they had the big pirate ships all blow up stuff. You start to see some of the... They do actually on this party, I believe, that they award somebody the best site, decorated site. It's some free camping nights. I don't know how many, or check into that. This is where we used to camp in this corner here. It was just this time of year, if it rained or something, it would be, the Halloween party was a little later in the year back in that day. That's a big camp.
Always the Saturday
Before Halloween. So sometimes it would snow, and if it rained or anything, it would be sloppy, muddy. We would be here on like 42, right here, and then we would back up with other people. Here we're with 8 people, I think, right now, counting Becky and me.
Yep.
So,
and that grew from probably 4 or 5.
Yep. So 44 would be on the right. We're looking at 43 on the left. Nice sights. Not far from the bathroom. They have some excellent cabins here. We'll go by those real quick. I know this video might turn out to be a little long, but that's why we're driving it, not walking it. They still have those campers up on the hill. Okay, so on the left here, on the corner, is 49.
Big foot.
Look at the corner they fixed it. They got a fixture corner.
Yeah.
Straight corner. So they did a little blacktop in here. So on the left here, look at 51, 53. Good wooded area. What other interesting things are around here? There's a nice meat market, McCullough's. There's a lot of lake type stuff around here. What's the place down Twin Lakes? It's a nice place to go, not far from here.
Couple wineries.
Yep, there's a apple cider place. Meckley's is pretty famous around here anyway.
20-25 minutes.
Jackson is probably 25 minutes away, Jackson, Michigan. And right through here somewhere, oh, here's across, the picket fence up here is a crossover to the east side loop. It's just a little trail that goes through, and it's they've got horseshoe pits and stuff. We'll go by that in a minute. Take another video. Maybe let's keep this one going. Oh boy. I may have to pause it for a second while this guy parks. Probably just put him in a panic. There's this trail between them fences. You can see there's a sign that says trail. We had to just try to avoid a situation. Need a beer to watch that. So we have started the video up again. We had to wait for someone pulling in the wrong way. Thought he'd get better angle. Not really working out for him, and I'm trying to try it again. So we're gonna go around. The sites over here are 47. Here's the bathrooms. Got a nice of the map. I'm gonna run up the hill, do a nice long video in case someone's really traveling far to come here and wants to see it. This is a nice area. If you're from Indiana or Illinois or Ohio, this would be a nice, just across the border of Michigan experience. Without having to go too far north. We live near here, so it's not. Here's these, interesting, there's not too many state parks I know of that have these trailer type rental cabins. Looks like they have air conditioning and everything. I don't know if this is something experimental or something.
Yeah, we were unsure. They've been here, what, 3 years now?
2 or 3 years, yeah. So there's something they must be going to use. That's
handicap accessible there, the ramp.
And they're up on the hill a little bit, overlooking the bottom part of the campground. These 2 cabins here have been here a while. They've been renovated. They're nice. 85 is the cabin number for that one, and this one is 87. And you've got some smaller spots, not real big campers could fit in up here on the hill. And like the beach from here is a little bike ride. You'd be little, kind of a long walk if it's hot in the summer maybe. There's some neat little trails that go through the park, and here's 90. Water every few sites, pretty good accessibility to water. Like,
That's the front loop.
yep, pretty much into the front loop. Come back into the area by the host and the activities.
Silent auction tent something around the block.
Yep, they do silent auction for the Halloween. They usually have critters or somebody come too. There's a guy that comes with snakes and lizards and stuff. Pretty popular with kids. There's 8. Four. There's probably 2 with the big 10 on it. You see the boat launch just now that we just came from there. A couple of cool booking up things. This area here is where they do most of the festivities for pumpkin carving, painting, whatever. So this little drive takes you back to they call it the East Loop. This is the cornhole boards, horseshoe pits. There's 2 sets of dumpsters, one set for the part we just left that's over by the boat launch, and there's another set on this East Loop. Just the one big dump station. We covered that earlier in the video, just past the check-in.
There's one of the trail crossings.
Yep, this trail comes around by the water, goes up on the hill over the lake. Just done some trimming. Another week or so, the colors will probably get really good back here. I know they closed the bathrooms, but this park is one of the parks that has, if you don't need the bathrooms, you can still come and camp here. Probably mainly hunters or fall campers.
There is a lot of state hunting money in this area.
Yes, there's quite a bit of that. From Ann Arbor, Michigan, we're probably 45 minutes. How far are you from Adrian? 25, 30 minutes from Adrian. Toledo's probably 50 minutes, 60 minutes.
Yeah.
50, 60 minutes from Toledo. So we're looking at site 98 on the left.
7 on the right.
Back up, right shade, good shade on the left. Kind of open on the right, on the left, shaded on the right. This time of year, we're in the sun and we don't care. Cell service, I have AT&T, and not that great. The Starlink worked well, coming up on our site now. This is 105 on the left. And the reflection here is my brother-in-law. That's 107. We're 10. This is us right here. We got our Starlink out, getting good signal there. 110, I thought. Maybe not. 111 is next to us. There's another bathhouse down this way. Another Bookshare thing. And a second host. I don't think they do this all the time, but I think on this busy weekend they have a second host site.
There's a pretty good distance between the front and back loop, so.
Yeah. This is a nice area back here. It's nice and wooded. Nice older growth trees. Mix of pines and hardwoods. It's 125 on the left, 126 on the left. Very nice over here. And that's the trail in this overflow parking lot, it says. Up here, this is the trail over to the other, say the west or the main loop we just came from. That's where that trail between those that fence goes through there. Now it's saying no parking, it's the overflow parking. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Nice pine needle woods behind me. This one on the left here, we got 134. Trees.
These actually aren't as even
level
as the front one. They're just more secluded.
Yeah. A little more challenging with the levelness, but it's a little more rolly back here on the terrain. A little more private though, if you prefer not having neighbors right up on you. Ooh, this site's really sketchy for levelness. 138. .140s on the other side. These little trees on the right. 142. Starting to pack up for the festival. We did a counter one year. We took a pitch counter and we had 350 trick-or-treaters. That was a couple years ago. It's probably similar to that now. Maybe not quite as bad. See a site number here, 148 on the left. There's 149 on the right, 151. Got a little camper on it. That's not a very big spot.
There's a small stretch of good level, deep sites up here. And the rest is hit and miss.
That's 156 on the right with the gray compass. 155, I believe, on the left. Coming back down the hill by the bathroom. This is 165 right by the bathroom, so if you like to be close to the bathroom, that's a nice spot. So we got on the right. What's your site number, Ben?
173.
So we're about to drop Ben off at 173 and head down with this portion of the video. Oh, checking out the beach area. I'm with Ben, and we're it's fall, so there's not going to be a lot of beach activity, but I thought we'd check out the beach. I'm sure there's someone manning this in the warmer times with passports. We're camping for Halloween weekend, so hopefully we'll have some nice video of the Halloween festivities. We've been here, what, I mean, 10, 12 days already, Ben?
Yep.
And we booked it like 15 days out and came and camped it. It's been beautiful. First week was really hot in the 80s in October in Michigan. This area of the country is pretty unusual. It's cooled off now though. We had one good day of rain and it cooled right off. It's supposed to be like 60 and sunny on Saturday. There's some good football games, trick-or-treating, and costume contest and things for the kids. What do they do? Pumpkin painting,
Pumpkin hunt.
Yeah, egg toss. They do a donut eating contest.
Donut or pie, yeah.
They do a lot of cool things for the party. And that's pretty common in Michigan for those type of this time of year for the Halloween weekends or the Halloween parties. This is across the street from the camping area. There is a little lake by the camping area that has kayak rentals, or you bring your own boat. It's access to Wampers Lake, which is a very good fishing lake. From my understanding, I've never fished it, but they do like an ice fishing tournament there in the winter. That's like the Midwest, one of the stops for the Midwest Opens. So national ice fishing something or other. So it is a good fishing lake. This lake is connected. You have to go under a bridge, but we're headed to the boat launch. We're going to go by the picnic beach area is huge. I don't know. This whole area here has to be 50 acres or something. It's a big piece of property on Wampers Lake. We're probably 8 minutes from Brooklyn. We're in the Irish Hills area. This campground is probably packed for MIS racers weekend for the racetrack for NASCAR. It's like a fairly updated playground over there over the hill, not too great. Big parking lot down there. There's the lake, there's a bathhouse. One of the nicer beach areas, I would say, in this area today when you've been, every lake's got a little spot here and there, but this is a big one.
Yeah, this is big. Barbecue, picnic areas. You got concessions and everything that runs during the prime time of the summer swimming season.
Still mowing, even though it's a lot of geese out there, no swimmers. Like I said, Portage Lake has a big area, Elbert Grass Lake, that I know of, that we could go to. But this one's a mountain. This is a big picnic beach swim area. A really nice lake. And if you have a fishing boat, not necessarily a bass boat, but even a pontoon boat, this would be a great place to come. If you had a way to camp and bring your pontoon boat, you'd have a blast here. Wampers Lake has how many restaurants? Just the one, Jerry's Pub.
Right on the lake.
Yep, Jerry's Pub. They have live music on weekends and stuff. Like a big patio. Is there any other restaurants? Maybe not, but not far from like we said, the campground at Portage, or not Portage. Here at Hayes has a brewery, winery just down the street. If you have a bicycle, it's an easy ride for a bicycle. US 12 is a little sketchy, but it's not far on US 12. We were just there the other day. Lots of good beers and wines, and also on the weekends they have tons of what do you call them?
Tribute band?
Tribute band concerts in a big outdoor area. It's pretty special. This is all parking lot. Sorry about the boring part. We're coming up on the boat launch.
Just tells you how many people can and do come here.
Right. I've never been on a prime weekend in the summer here, but I've heard it's a lot of people. It's pretty festive.
You see when we get down there, but I can't remember if it was just 2 or 3 launches.
There was last weekend quite a few people actually launching boats. I was surprised, but the weather was really warm. It was in the 80s last weekend. This weekend a little cooler, probably not so many boats, but there's a pretty good boat parking lot too, as you can tell. Yeah.
Last weekend we could hear the high-powered boats.
Yep, some guys
Some
are.
great horsepower we could hear in the campground.
Oh, there's someone with the boat today. Try fishing. So ladies, if you're trying to get your guy to take the kids camping, this is a great place. If you've got a little fishing boat you can take with him. And Michigan's a double tow state, so if you have a fifth wheel camper, you can pull that fishing boat behind it and you can spend the day fishing or take the kids fishing and hang out at the beach. It is a 3, looks like then. Nice station, bathroom. They even got a scrubber brush hanging on the pole there. Get your zebra mussels off. Yep, it's a 3. This little channel is right off the end of, it would be the southeast end of Wampers Lake. No wake in the channel. So this is the kayak area over at the campground, the lake access. And there's a little bridge. Little bridge that you have to go under, so you can't like have a high top boat. This is right at the campground. Little boat launch.
Paddle boards.
Yep, got paddle boards. Not too many houses on this lake. You can see a few over there. And just around the corner over there is a little bridge you go under, was it 124? Wampers Lake or Wampers Lake Road into Brooklyn. Very nice.